Welcome or welcome back. My name is Anita and I mainly post content about grad school applications. In today's video, I'll be covering one of the most important elements in your application, and that is the English test. Most schools in English-speaking countries require you to submit an English test score as part of your application. Two main exams that are considered relevant are the International English Language Testing System, that's the IELTS score, as well as the test of English as a foreign language, that's the TOEFL score. I took the IELTS score, the first one, and I did it through the British Council here in Kenya. I'll be showing you in a short while how to book the test, how to pay for it, and how to prepare for it through the British Council if you're doing it from Kenya. This is the British Council website. This is how it looks like, and this is the window where you book your IELTS test. So the website shows where you can take the IELTS test in Kenya, the test centers in Nairobi and Eldoret for the paper-based test, and Nairobi and Mombasa for computer-based tests. Then we have the fees for each test, and then we have the schedule and timings, and you're allowed to book your test and select the location where you want to do your test. For example, you could say you want to do IELTS academic, then you select Nairobi, and then you get a list of the available venues and when they're available. Then you can click apply now to start your booking. Also, if you're not sure which type of IELTS test to take, you can come here, which IELTS test should I take, where it explains the difference between taking an academic test and the general training test. So academic tests are for studies, either undergraduate or postgraduate studies, or working in a professional organization. And then general training tests are for if you want to move to go live or work in an English-speaking country. And then once you book your test in the previous window, once you decide on a day that you want to take your test and you click apply now, for example, this, you'll be asked to choose a date. So maybe I would pick, this is May 12th, and then choose your preferred test format. If you want to take paper-based IELTS test or computer-delivered IELTS test. So the difference between paper-based and computer-delivered is that paper-based, you write your answers on paper for the reading, writing, and listening tests. Computer-based, you type your answers on a computer at the test center. But for both, the speaking test is done in person, so you speak to a test agent. So you might pick computer-based. And then you're told the test is available on May 12th, Oshal College. Then when you go ahead, you'll create an account. And after you do that, you'll register with an email address. And you'll then get an email using the account you registered with. And it will tell you that you've created an account and you can log into your account now. And after booking, you get a notification to pay for the test. So you'll be told your test fee due is the amount of the test. When I took the test, it was this amount, but right now, as we've seen, it's 29,000 Kenya shillings. So you're given, I think, 48 hours to pay after you've booked the test. I'm not sure. You can confirm that after you've booked. And then once you've paid, you get an acknowledgement email that says we've received your IELTS test online payment and your test details. And then immediately after that, you also get an email with a link to preparation materials. Yeah. So you can click here, log in, and it will open your application portal where you can access preparation material. This preparation material includes simulation tests that you can take that will show you what to expect, as well as practice questions and sample solutions. So a good thing to note is that you should confirm the pass mark for the school you're aiming to apply for, so that you know what test to aim for. Because the preparation material also has a score predictor where you can input the score that you get in the simulation test, and it will help predict what score you'll get once you take the test. So for example, I was applying for the MSc in International Health and Tropical Medicine at the University of Oxford. So at the official website of the school, you come to entry requirements, and you will see here that for IELTS academic, the minimum overall score required is 7.5, and the minimum score per component is 7.0. So the test usually has 4 components. That's the reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So you should get a minimum of 7.0 for each of the components, and a minimum overall score of 7.5 to be above the pass mark for Oxford. Other schools have different pass marks, so it's good for you to check the school that you're targeting to apply to. Lastly, after you've done your test, after you've booked your test, and you've gotten the preparation materials, you'll also get an email that from the British Council itself, giving you instructions for the test day. So for example, as you can see, I took my test when we still were in the height of the pandemic. So we also had instructions on COVID-19 safety, and you're also told what to carry with you, what's allowed to carry in the exam room. And then you also get instructions on the venue and the time to report. Lastly, after you've finished your test, you're asked, in Kenya that is, you're asked for which post office is nearest to you, because once they get the results, the physical results, they send them to the nearest post office to you. Then you can go ahead to the post office and pick your results, because you need the physical results. So when the results are out, you'll get an email informing you, and you can access the soft copy online on the portal. Then you also get an email with instructions on how to pick your physical report form. So this one told me to visit the Kenyatta Hospital poster, because that's the one I registered during the exam date, and that is where I picked my report form. Just to show you how the report form looks like. It looks like this. This is now a scanned copy, because this is what you will upload in your application for school. So as you can see, it has all the details. It was the academic test. This was the date I took the test. I've cancelled out my candidate number, my full names, candidate ID. A point to note is that you will need your national ID or passport. Whichever you have is okay. So that's what you'll upload when booking the test, and you'll carry it, the original copy, you'll carry it on the exam day. And then this is the scores for each component and the overall band score. And that's how it looks. Most schools, however, allow you to submit an English proficiency letter if you are unable to take the test. An English proficiency letter, in summary, is a letter from your previous institution, that is the school where you did your undergraduate or master's education. And the letter is meant to communicate to your school that you have done your studies in English. So this letter can be gotten from an administrative office, such as the office of the registrar if you studied in a public university. And I will attach a picture of a sample English proficiency letter that you can submit. That's it for today's video. I will see you in my next video. Bye!